December 29th, 9:43 a.m. District Court Defendant Lobby number 5. Hey, everybody, welcome back to Let's Play Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney, Justice for All. With Liberty End. Anyways, in the last one, we had some shit, you know, people and things and monkeys and shiny things, and honestly, I should have watched the last episode before I started recording this one. Anyways, it's time for the trial part of the proceedings, so let's do it. Mad Max, you don't look too good. Good morning, Max. You don't look too good, bro. Max? Meat. Oh man, I'm gonna have to remember how to do this accent. This is a new recording session from a few days ago from when I recorded the first part of this case, so bear with me if I kind of got into this, you gotta get back into this voice. Milk. Milk. I don't, that was a bad word to start off with. Hold on. What? If I don't have a glass of milk before I go on stage, I just can't function, sweetie. There it is. That's it. I just had to get a sentence, not one word. One word's not enough. Stage? Don't worry, there won't be a stage. All you have to do is sit down. I guess. Nick, Max is really nervous. That's understandable. Hey, my sweeties! What? You don't think I should fly, do you? Huh? You know, you've got to make a good first impression. When I enter the room, maybe I should fly in and warm up the crowd a little, you know? No. We can't be having you flying around the courtroom. It just wouldn't be right. Imagine if you hit someone. Then we got a whole nother lawsuit, you know what I'm saying? Don't worry, Max. Just do what Nick says and everything will be okay. Oh, sweetie. What is it this time, Max? Why don't you try flying into the courtroom? Oh, you want me to fly? Phoenix's fly. I like the sound of that. I can see it now, the dashing young lawyer flying fabulously in from above. One glimpse of that and everyone in the room will be on your side. Max, really, no one needs to fly today. Nick, what's with that look in your eyes? Uh-oh. Phoenix wants to fly. I like the sound of that. Dashing young lawyer flying fabulously. See, he loves it. Phoenix. Him and Max are going to be simpatico, bro. OTP. Yeah, you know them. Anyway, December 29, 10 a.m., District Court, courtroom number 2. Here we go. Remember, our opponent again is once again Miss Von Karma bitch ass, so here we go again. Whoa. I didn't get to do anything. Shit is flying. I didn't even get to read none of that. Your Honor, get on with it.
Oh, sorry. I just realized that the defendant's name is Billy Bob Johns.
Oh, we're using his real name. Oh, God. I gotta prepare for that. Okay. So...
Well, isn't the defendant also known as Maximilian Galactica?
Yes, Your Honor. He does often go by that name.
You know, my grandchild is a huge fan of his. I think everyone here wouldn't mind if we call the defendant Maximilian Galactica.
I think we'd all be okay with it. Just call him Max for short, please.
It sounds more friendly.
Billy Bob Johns doesn't sound friendly? Does it sound too backwoods for you, bro? I wonder if that is to our advantage.
Ms. Von Karma, your opening statement, if you please.
I hope you didn't bother thinking you'd win this one, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Eh? That spirit channeling trial was a sham. I refuse to acknowledge its legitimacy. Okay, well, just because you have a loss you have a 1 in the loss column, so screw you, lady. It did not count. Do you hear me? She must still be upset about what happened last time. You remember what happened last time? You have no chance. Zero, zilch, nada. I'm not going to lose this case. Why, you ask? Because it is not in the nature of a Von Karma to lose at anything. I guess being born with the name Von Karma is a free pass to be arrogant and annoying. Watch and learn, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I'll show you the textbook procedure for proving how absolutely guilty you are. Me? Guilty? Yeah, me? What the fuck? What are you talking about, bitch? It will be my ultimate revenge. Her dad is gone, you know. The prosecution is finished. Let's hurry and wrap up this waste of time. Alright, bitch. Let's do it then.
You may call your first witness, Ms. Von Karma.
Detective Gumshoe, get up there now! Alright, sorry. I just had to do it with my voice because I wasn't ready. Trying to wipe sweat off my brow. It's hot again, man. It's hot. Sorry to keep you from work, as I'm sure you need every penny you can earn, Detective. Don't mention it. It's no trouble at all. I've been looking forward to this, actually. Very well. I would like you to begin by shedding light on the events in question. At your service, sir.
All right, Detective, you may proceed with your testimony.
All right, let's get the thing laid out, because we haven't actually had the story laid out for us, at least from the police's perspective, like what people think happened. So let's hear it. The night of the crime, snow was falling until 9:40 p.m., making it extremely cold out. Okay. All of the circus performers gathered in the big top to practice their routines. The practice session broke up around 10 p.m. The murder itself took place in the plaza in front of the lodging house at 10:15 p.m. Okay. The victim was found bent over a wooden box, dead as a doornail. The cause of death was blunt force trauma that snapped a vertebrae in his neck. Okay. Interesting, but we got it.
I see, he was beaten to death.
Here's the autopsy report for the victim. Oh, now we have it. Thanks.
The court accepts.
Man, learn English, bro. Autopsy report added to the court. Yes, indeed.
A blunt object. Very well, Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination.
Yes, Your Honor. Let's get it crackin', let's get it crackin', let's start to hear shit. Alright, usually with this dude, we don't have to, like, crack anything, so let's just press him and get more info out of him until we move on to the real first witness. Let me ask you about the snow. It was nearly a blizzard up until the time of the crime. Did it pile up? It wasn't such a big deal, maybe about 1.5 inches while I was on the ground. The snow froze in place and stayed on the ground until the next day. Huh. The snow, let me see. There's gotta be more to this. Huh? What's the matter, Nick? I need to take a look at the court record.
Mr. Gumshoe, what were the members of the circus doing on the night of the crime?
Wait, what? Yeah, let me look at the court record, because I'm a little confused. It's nice to know there's snow falling until 9:40 and making it extremely cold. Let me see what he means by you should check the court record. We have the crime photo, which just shows this, which definitely means there was snow. We got the hat, which is not important right now. We got the poster, also not important. Ringmaster paper, not important. The bottle, not important right now. The map. Okay. Map's really not important at the moment. With the monkey, we got the ring that has from T to R. What did I say? Trilo to... what's her name? I already forgot her name. The fucking chick. Her name's R, right? Anyway, time of death. 10:15. Cause blunt force trauma to the back of the head. Okay. I don't know why. What in there do I need to read again? Let me read that again. Let me press that one again so I can hear what he said. Let me ask you about the snow. It was a blizzard that came up until the... Oh, okay. Did it pile up? Wasn't such a big deal. Maybe about 1.5 inches off the ground. Snow froze in place and stayed on the ground until the next day. Huh. Okay. Well, let's not worry about it right now. Let's not dwell too much on that one until we run into a brick wall here. When you say all of the circus performers, who do you mean? Everyone but the dancers and staff were there. Regina, that's her name. Regina the animal tamer, Mo the clown, Ben the ventriloquist, and of course, the defendant, Maximilian Galactica, and his victim, the ringmaster. Oh, I almost forgot. Regent the tiger was there as well. Out of curiosity, what about the circus monkey? When I was investigating yesterday, he happened to snatch my wristwatch.
Detective, you are welcome to file a police report after these proceedings.
Thanks, I guess. Alright, let's keep holding it until we get something useful out of here. After the practice was over, where did everyone head off to? Regina was playing with Regent, while Mo went back to his room tired from work. Ben the ventriloquist went to the front gate absorbed in his own world. The ringmaster and Max went off to the ringmaster's room to talk privately.
Talk privately, huh? That's awfully suspicious. You wouldn't happen to know what they were talking about, would you?
It seems they were negotiating Max's salary. Actually, Max was asking for Regina's hand in marriage. But the conversation really isn't important at the moment. Until somebody tries to bring up what the hell it was about, not important. I'd like you to be a bit more specific about the events at 10:15 p.m. Okay, not a problem, pal. We got a witness that told us how the whole thing went down. Whoa! This is totally meaningless. Time to move on.
All right, well, we'll just have to revisit that testimony later. Detective Gumshoe, would you mind telling us how the victim met his end?
Yeah, see, usually Gumshoe's part isn't that important unless somebody says, oh, what are you going to do about that? So let's just keep going through it. A wooden box? That's right. He was hunched over it where he was dead. The victim must have been carrying the wooden box when he was killed. Carrying
the box, huh?
It was a rather strange wooden box, Your Honor.
What do you mean?
Well, it was much heavier than it looked. Not to mention it was locked.
Locked, you say?
Oh, see, now you give it to me in the court record. I was wondering where the hell it's been this whole time. Apparently it was evidence. It's maybe my only chance, so I might as well ask some questions. If we can ask about all of them, let's do it. This wooden box, you figure it weighs about 20 pounds, right? Sounds about right. The whole thing is lined with iron. Iron plating? Why do you think it's lined with iron? I figured they just did it to make the I think we could all do without your guesses, detective. Stick to what little you actually know. Sorry. Suffice it to say, the box is really heavy. Much better. You may continue on, detective. Okay. I could probably go back to that last one and ask more questions, but let's go ahead and press this last one first and see what that means. According to the autopsy report, the murder weapon was a blunt object, correct? You've done your homework, pal. You read the piece of paper I just handed you. And you haven't found this murder weapon, have you? The police are searching for it as we speak. My theory is that it is something the perpetrator ran off with.
You would think so, especially since you didn't find it on the scene.
No. I bet he made it disappear with magic. Oh, you're so funny. There wasn't much that we could go after Gumshoe with this time. He gave us the facts as he saw them, but there's got to be more to this. I didn't see anything, but that's why you're the lawyer and I'm the medium. Alright, so first of all, let's go back to that second to last one, which is this one. Press it again, and get to the part where we can ask questions. Skippity, skip, skip to my loo, skip, skip, skip to my loo, skip to my loo, my darling. Alright, let's talk about the lock. You said the box was locked. How exactly was it locked?
Well, it had quite a sturdy lock on it. It took quite a bit to open that bad boy up.
So, when you found the box, it was locked, correct? Yes, it was. Why are you fucking saying the same shit over and over again? Some of the forensics team took it back to the precinct to crack it open.
I see. Continue, Detective Gumshoe.
Now, why doesn't it let me just ask all the questions right there and make me go through this shit 3 times? Like, I guess the first 2 weren't important. The contents is all that really matters. This has pretty much been a waste of time asking all 3 questions, but I want all the info I can get, man. Do you mind telling us what was inside that box? Well, when we found the box, it was locked tighter than Fort Knox. So we took it back to the station and cracked it open. All that was inside was this little bottle? Okay.
Bottle? What is that, Detective?
Exactly what it looks like, Your Honor. It's a condiment bottle. That's a condiment bottle? What's inside the bottle? It's filled with pepper. It's a pepper shaker?
Pepper? Why in the world was it locked in that box?
There was only one little bottle in that huge box? I wonder if that has some sort of special meaning. Box pepper, pepper box, Peter Piper picked a peck of box of pepper.
Well, I think we have a good feel for the details of the event now.
I guess that's all we're gonna get out of Gumshoe in this case. You mean all we're gonna get out of him is that little bottle of pepper? Now that we have wrapped up with the detective, I'd like to call my next witness. I'm not even off the stand yet. Obviously, but that's due to you being slow and unable to take the hint. Oh, ouch. I don't know, but wrapped up has such a mean sound to it. I'm a sensitive guy. Meh.
Thank you very much, Detective Gumshoe. You may step down. Ms. Von Karma, call your next witness.
I would like to call Mr. Benjamin Woodman to the stand, please. She must be talking about Ben the ventriloquist. Fucking deductive powers are on point today, Phoenix. I wonder if Trilo will show up on the stand as well. I don't think we're going to get anything else out of the guy if he... Oh, here he is. Yeah, see? Yeah. Here we go. Please state your name and occupation for the record. My full name is Trilo Quist. I'm employed as an opera tenor. Tenor, whatever.
Excuse me? The witness called to stand was one Mr. Benjamin Woodman, ventriloquist.
That rope must be cutting off your circulation, man. I said that I was the singer. Yeah. I don't know if I can really do the voice I did for him before. I don't know what it is. Maybe you don't believe me. Fine, I'll grace you with a song. Oh, here we go. Me, 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 me. The world of law, exciting and daring, guilt or innocence, decided by a judge dressed up like a woman. Well, what do you think? Owned. Had a good rhythm. It's just the lyrics. They leave something to be desired, so to speak. Trilo, you know better than to assault a judge. Shut up, Say. Yeah, just looking at your nose. You would think you'd have the sense to fix it. It's so ugly, I want to punch you in the face on the off chance swelling would help. You know that your nose is the reason you'll never be an A-list star. Yes. Celebrities must really enjoy saying everything that flashes into their minds.
What's going on here? Order! Order! I demand to know who this witness is!
Don't worry about me, sir. I'll let Trilo handle this.
I'm not worried about you one bit. I'm worried about getting testimony.
You won't get anywhere trying to figure out this witness. Now let's proceed. Alright. Let's hear what Trilo's got to say about this shit. We didn't even have to, like, clarify that the fucking puppet's gonna talk for him. It's just gonna happen. So here we go. Once practice was over, I left the tent with a stooge. Clown. Once we got to the lodging house, I ditched him and went over to the plaza. That's when I saw Max heading toward the scene of the crime. He was the only one heading that way. How could that punk not be the killer? Then the police showed up and took Magic Boy away. And that's it? There was no fucking detail? You saw Maximilian Galactica heading towards the scene. You're sure of that? Without a doubt. He had on his silk hat, cloak, and the dumb white roses on his chest. How can you mistake someone with that crazy get-up and his nose stuck up so high?
That's enough. I think we all get the picture. Just one thing. You said you ditched the clown?
That's right, dress boy.
Well, since you weren't with him, couldn't that mean that the clown committed the crime?
Huh. He got a point there. What a shame. It was a nice theory, but the clown can't be the criminal.
Why's that?
Here's absolute proof.
A silk hat?
This was found at the scene of the crime. It belongs to the defendant. Without question, he was wearing his signature hat during practice. If the clown was the murderer, there would be no reason for this hat to be at the scene.
Well done, Miss Von Karma. Your prosecutorial skills are unrivaled. Well done.
Screw you too, lady. Thank you for stating the obvious. Mr. Phoenix Wright, what do you have to say? Okay, I guess she's the boss again today. As usual. This is fun. No better than back when we had to fight with Edgeworth all the time. Anyway, let's start pressing this bitch. Let's do it. Press this bitch. The clown. You're talking about Mo? Of course I'm talking about that old fart. He's so pathetic, I can't stand him. Just a little bit of exercise and his makeup is running all over the place. Once practice was over, he was 9/10 of the way to keeling over for good. Poor guy. We didn't have any choice, so Ben took him back to his room. When it comes to being a first-place loser, that guy's the head of the pack.
Then what happened?
Well, got him to the lodging house and ditched his ass. Alright. What did you do then? I went over to the plaza to do some thinking. It was awfully cold out that night, especially with all the snow around. Wouldn't thinking in your nice warm lodging house have been a better idea?
Objection!
Oh god. Mr. Phoenix Wright, I think you should leave the thinking to the witness. But I'm a good thunker! At least my teachers always said I was. Good thunker. Is that a joke? Is that a joke? It's not a funny joke. It's bad. Bad joke. Okay, that's when he saw him head toward the scene of the crime. Okay, let's see what we gotta ask about that. Are you sure it was really Max Galactica? Of course I'm sure. How could you mistake someone wearing such a snobby three-piece getup? Snobby three-piece getup? Get the wax out of your ears, lawyers nowadays. You're like talking to a brick wall. Max a three-piece getup. Jeez, could you be any more dense all together now? Silk hat, cloak, and white roses. Thank you. I'll be here all week. Nick, I think you should put a little bit more effort into preparing your questions. Bitch, I was just pressing. Son of a bitch. Well, I guess we won't be pressing on that again. Anyway, let's press on this one. You saw Max and only Max, right, Trilo? That's right, and that makes him the killer. There was only one person headed that way that night.
That makes quite a bit of sense, and makes Max one suspicious character.
There's more to this story than meets the eye. Is there something amiss in this? There's no proof that it was Max. Ben only saw Max. If he only saw Max, then where's the proof that the ringmaster was out there, huh? Huh? That's a bit strange, don't you think? What's strange? That you only saw Max. Doesn't it seem like you should have seen someone else as well?
What? Where are you going with this, Mr. Wright? Who else do you suppose the witness could have seen?
Dude, he had to have seen the ringmaster if he... Like, seriously, right? That's the only person that could have been there, right?
That's the victim.
That's correct, Your Honor. If Trilo was at the entrance to the plaza... Yeah, fuck that. He should have seen him, too. He should have seen the ringmaster as well. Aha! Obvious the ringmaster arrived at the scene of the crime before the witness could have seen him. Anyone with sense could have figured that one out. What are you talking about? The ringmaster and Max went together to the ringmaster's room. Is that, according to the defendant, a likely story? If Maximilian Galactica was supposed to be in the ringmaster's room, why was he just, as the witness stated, at the scene of the crime?
I see. It seems that at this stage I have no reason to doubt this witness's testimony.
Sorry, we still pressed the correct answer, though.
And there are clearly no conclusive contradictions.
He's right. A brilliant judgment, Your Honor. Now let's move along with the testimony. Huh. Trilo wouldn't happen to have an ulterior motive for incriminating Max, would he? Well, Max is part of that bitter love triangle with Regina, which is probably why Max conked him over the head. Nick, wasn't Ben the one who got knocked over the head? Yeah, I think so. I don't know anymore. That's a good fucking question. Man, we're gonna have to get some truth bombs out of these bitches. Alright, did we actually press everything now? Yeah, I didn't press this one. Let's press this one. Around what time did the police arrive at the scene? I suppose that would have been around A. What time was it again? Huh? I think it was around, I'd say a bit after 10:30 p.m., I think. Practice ended at 10 p.m., so you hung around the lodging house the entire time? I guess that sounds about right. Wasn't it awfully cold? I can't believe you just stand outside in that weather. Well, the truth is... Will you just shut up, you big-nosed dope? Why are you telling him anything extra? Why can't you believe that we just stand outside in that weather? Well, maybe you were waiting for someone. Huh? Who said we were waiting for someone? Oh, God. He's mad. Oh, God. Mr. Phoenix Wright, we can all do without your offhanded theories. Oh, we got it right back, bitch. But this witness, he's cracking under the pressure already. I'm on to something.
Mr. Wright? Who do you suppose the witness was waiting for out in that cold night?
Well, I'm assuming he wasn't waiting for... Maybe he was waiting for Russ. I don't know. Was he waiting for him? Or Max? Or Regina?